or even military planes like World War II ones are really cool in the aviation world, but they're so expensive to operate that normal people can't have them.
Have you seen that boneyard the Air Force has out in the desert?
Mm-hmm.
It's full of fucking F-14s and just anything you can imagine. And they're all out there in that dry desert so they don't rust, and they're all capped up for like extra parts. But it's like, oh my God, you guys give me a few months out here, I'll piece myself together one hell of a fucking fighter jet. Like, give me 3 of those broken down ones and that burnt one over there, and I can take off. Like what will this run me? They're just sitting there.
You think you could Tony Stark it?
I don't think I could, but I think it could be done. Like it could be done. You would absolutely want. I mean, the military aircraft.
Abdul, where did you put Super Genius Weapons Manufacturer? In the cave with the weapons.
No.
Okay, just to be safe.
Zach posted that aircraft was not airworthy. Just see that it's being sold for display purposes only. So
that makes
not
sense.
a battle-worthy vessel.
Yeah, I bet the engine out of it costs that much or more. You know, those things are expensive. I don't remember what they said the cash value of a Harrier was for the Pepsi thing, but like the number 25 million is coming to mind. I saw we've lost $2.2 billion worth of aircraft in Iran.
Jeez. That thing is such a mess. And I guess now we're just gonna keep it like this. Like the Strait of Hormuz is closed for a long time.
Who knows? Like the Iranians are shooting at vessels.
We're shooting at vessels. Everyone wants it blocked, so I guess it's getting pretty solidly blocked. And that's just our world now. There's no end to the ceasefire. We just keep blocking it and don't make progress.
Looks like
as soon as Donald Trump isn't the president, whether if JD Vance were to become president or if it takes to the next election, I just feel like all of this is going to be fixed. Like whoever comes in is like, hey, planet Earth, sorry about the last couple years. Let's fix all this. Let's fix all this. Let's do this better. Like someone is going to get a lot of kudos when they finally come and just act like a normal, professional diplomat, like a normal president, when they're not crazy. Like I see that meme on Reddit and I don't love it, but it's fairly true. They're like, it's a picture of Biden and it says they called him Sleepy Joe because you could sleep at night. And I was like, I mean, you could. You weren't like worried about the world exploding. You were just kind of worried that like he wasn't really running the show anymore, and that was kind of.
I'm not sure X's want us back, right? Like NATO is moving forward to this world where they don't depend on us for security anymore. Ukraine has just given up on America being an ally. They clearly are sucking Putin's dick more than Zelensky's. So like, just give up on this. The whole mineral deal, everything they tried to butter up Trump and be nice to him. Ukraine's like, forget it. I'm just done chasing you. I don't know that Canada, are they just going to be Canada? Maybe can forgive us if we get reasonable again. They are neighbors. But the idea that the world just goes back,
it's just all these countries are dependent on us for defense. Europe doesn't.
I don't think they're mad at America. They're mad at Trump. Like Trump is the problem. He makes things so personal. You've heard about how like he views situations as like he sees it as like a deal between two individuals rather than a deal between two nations or whatever. So like he has all these personal grudges and issues with people and he says it frequently. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I know he likes me. And when people like me, I like them. And that's all that matters to me. That's his bottom line. It's like, do they like me? It doesn't matter like who they are. That was his
campaign slogan, Trump first, I think.
That's how he runs things. And so I think as soon as he's gone, as long as whoever comes next is not also insane, I think it all will. I understand if people don't forgive, but I hope they'll forget a little.
Do you not like see the hysteria in some of it though? Like he's doing a horrible job on like indisputable at managing the country, managing our foreign policy.
No, he's
disastrous.
Great. He's
terrible. He's doing the opposite.
Yes,
of everything.
I see it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's so awful.
Like this idea that like these European countries that for 80 years since the end of World War II have pushed off the responsibility for their own defense, their own ability to maintain like their position in the world onto the US. And we have subsidized all of them. And now people are like, oh, they're really getting serious about it. It's like, can they afford their own militaries? Because I don't see them massively.
A lot of them have economies akin.
I see a lot of bloviating. I see a lot of, we're not going to do this anymore. Okay, well, where are your military bases? Where are your enormous militaries? Where's your power projection? They don't have that. They rely on us for it. And we fund it. Germany has universal health care because we fund power projection on behalf of all of Europe. And so this idea that like, oh, it's like, oh, someone's being mean to them, so they're going to cut ties. No, that's glib. That's just not how.
I'm not talking about asking for them to chip in more for NATO. I'm talking about literal personal attacks against people, like calling people ugly and fat to the, in the news. Like he has ruffled feathers globally, not just once or twice. He's like constantly doing it. Like he leaked Macron's text messages to him. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
he's an existing foot in mouth. And if Germany had the capacity to distance themselves and maintain power projection and security, then they might. But they don't have that capacity because they have existed on our teat for 80 years.
I don't know about that.
Collectively, Europe is trying to get off our teat. That they see the strategic weakness in depending on America for protection and how that makes them vulnerable to our whim. And they're it's this thing that we can't allow to exist going forward.
It would be good for us if they did get off our teat and they did stop forcing us to protect the entire Western Hemisphere from China, Russia, whatever. Like, how much have we poured into Ukraine compared to Spain? How much have we poured into Ukraine compared to France, compared to Italy, compared to Germany, compared to the UK? Like, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Proportionally, it might not be that skewed.
Proportionality doesn't matter.
It does when you're trying to come up with when you're writing a check.
Not when you're talking about great power politics and who actually runs the show.
Well, no, because Europe bands together and negotiates as one. Therefore, proportionally, Europe and America, approximately comparable, and so is the donation to Ukraine. Although I think we're slipping behind at this point.
I don't know how much we're slipping behind, but the idea that like Europe, after a million millennia of bickering, infighting, rivalries, that suddenly Poland and Portugal are going to be tight, and that someone in Portugal is going to go die for Poland, like that doesn't seem real. Europe's not a country the way we are. Like it's 42 countries or something, and nobody knows. It's some amount. It's some amount near that. It's
something the ballpark.
Yeah,
no one can know.
No one can know. Because when you count, you start going down, then you go, did I get Croatia? Did I not? Bosnia and Herzegovina. What the fuck's going on there?
It seems like France, Great Britain, Poland, and Germany in particular have all like proportionally like chipped into this Ukraine thing big time, whether it's weapons or cash or logistics support, or just like, I know they go to the UK and they train like their special forces, the Ukrainians do, and stuff like that. I don't know. We're just so much bigger. Obviously, France isn't going to give as much as we are. I don't know what France's economy is compared to the US's, but in my head, I picture it as like New Jersey and like
it's certainly larger than that.
And like two or three, maybe more of those little northeastern states.
A couple of Maines in there.
Isn't France the second largest economy in Europe behind Germany?
I wouldn't know. No idea.
So UK be third in that situation? That would surprise me, but I'm not saying you're wrong because I don't know. Also, I did look it up. You were really close. 44 countries in Europe is the commonly accepted answer.
I could be even closer. It depends if they counted Turkey, which
Turkey and Russia are both kind of split across, and Kosovo is not recognized by all countries, so there's no one answer.
Huh.
Oh yeah, makes sense.